Welcome back to the Jaiz app tutorials, and today we are going to have a look at the staff section on your owner's dashboard. So under the staff section we will see the kind of options that we have, and we're going to look at the users to start with. So if you want to create some users that will assist you in running your online store, then you can actually add and delegate some roles to your users or to your staff that will assist you in selling on your platform. So let's have a look at this. Create user. So you can enter a name, enter their email address, and then give them a role. Now, as you can see, there's no roles here. We haven't actually got any roles yet, so we're going to cancel this. We're going to go back to the roles, and we're going to create some roles. So let's create some roles here now. So we can have, for example, you can have your own custom role, for example, a manager or a supervisor or advertiser, and those type of different roles. However, you can see here the permissions that each role would be able to be configured to. So here we have here, let's create a role. Let's call him the manager. And let's say the manager is allowed to say, have a look at the dashboard. They can manage it or just have a look. If you want them to be able to edit the dashboard, then you can click this permission. Let's say you want them to be able to see the store analytics, manage them, or just view. If it's just to view, then you just leave that unchecked. But if you would like them to have a little play around with the actual data, then you would need to have that enabled. So in the same way, you'll go through the variants here. So you have all these different modules and then permissions to do certain things. Now let's look at one of the most important ones, which is the products. So if you want them to be able to manage the products, so you'll have that manage, create, edit. Let's say you don't want to give them rights of deleting products, so you can unselect that, and that will mean that they can only add products, edit them, and be able to view them, but they will not be able to delete them. So it depends how you want to custom your own roles for the products. So let's just go with this one. You can go in more detail if you need to. Let's just create this role, and you can see here these are the roles. You can always come back and edit them later if there is a certain change to your assigned rules, then you can actually come back and do that at any time. In the same way, you can delete the roles as the owner of the store. You all have that control on there. So let's come back to the users now. Let's create a user. So let's give him a name. Let's say his name is John, and then you'll give John's email address. So that will be John's email address. And then you'll give him the role. For example, it's a manager's role, and whether you want to give him login is enabled, and you can either give him a password by yourself, or you could actually just leave that unchecked, click save, and then he will be emailed or she will be emailed a password automatically by the system that will give them a link to be able to log in and change their own password. So it depends how you want to have that done. So that's how you create roles, user roles, and how you create users and assign them to those roles.